So back here in the corner is one of the spots you can take your 15-minute breaks. There's better spots than this, but I like to come back here because it's nice and peaceful and quiet, and you got some leather chairs to sit on right next to the biohazard. But this is our back dock back there. The big green container on the right has like a rubber belt assembly line where we throw bags on there that have mostly recyclables in it. These small and big carts come in, and we throw them on the line, and then we sort them out. This big green dumpster right there, actually, I'm not sure about the big one. The small one next to it is completely filled with glass bottles. It's amazing how much, they're all alcoholic bottles, like mostly hardcore liquor and then some beer. So it's amazing how much glass gets recycled, let alone the plastic and aluminum and paper. The middle container was cardboard, and then the one on the left, the red one, is trash. I think one of the funny things about this job is when we get busy, people tend to get lazy, and they'll take like a huge container that's like full of recyclable stuff, and they'll just dump it in the trash because they don't want to. They want to like speed things up and not look like they're behind or not have to work harder than they have to. So I just think it's funny how this is a recycling company, and that's how they make part of their money is by recycling stuff. Yet they're throwing their valuables away, their cash flow. I know the company's getting paid just to be here at Mandalay Bay. You know, they're getting paid by Mandalay Bay, but at the same time, those recyclables are theirs to claim. It's not a huge deal, though. I mean, all of us, I'm guilty of it sometimes, just because other people will tell me there'll be this huge cart full of glass, plastic, and aluminum, and it just happens to have some food in it also, and some of the bags might be torn up, and they'll be like, "Oh, just dump it." They don't, but they're just seeing the bags on top. They don't realize that it's a huge container, and if you just take a quick look, it's probably mostly recyclables. And I don't know, I'm tall, so I have a better advantage than the shorter guys, but I can just put the cart up next to the assembly line, and you're going to stand on the assembly line and sort through it anyways, and sort the glass from the plastic, aluminum, paper, and the trash. And they have bins next to where you throw the bags onto the assembly line, so it's no different standing there sorting through the cart but the other guys really don't understand it, so they just end up, it's supposed to be a recycling company, but they end up throwing away a lot of stuff. But it's not my concern, I don't plan on working here the rest of my life. It's only minimum wage, so I guess those guys do have a decent opinion that you don't want to work too hard. But it's a job, sometimes jobs are hard to come by. And if you want to work more hours, why wouldn't you you have the ability to create more hours here, because if you do spend the time making sure all the recyclables get put on the assembly line and things do get backed up, that means there's going to be more demand for more workers, and everyone that's contracted through Labor Day is going to get more hours. But people are more worried about just throwing everything away and keeping the area clean and not backed up. But they don't realize they're taken away from their chance of getting 40 hours a week. Because if everything's getting trashed every day, then there's nothing to do. Like, for example, today it was pretty slow. Usually the main dock is never slow, but it was slow, and I've already been told twice today by another coworker from Labor Ready. He's not even a supervisor. He's telling me to dump a whole container, and he like looks at it for 1 second when I've been soaring through it. Yeah, no big deal though. Can't save the whole world by myself. Got bigger and better things to worry about. Still, today could potentially be my last day here. I don't know, at least for a while, because I got to get my medication taken care of. It runs out today. My clonazepam that stops my physical anxiety and helps my vasovagal nerve that's up in here somewhere. Because if I'm not on the medication, my vasovagal nerve goes all out of whack, and then my blood pressure drops, so my circulation doesn't work properly, and you don't get enough blood to your brain, and then you can't work. You can barely actually walk out of your apartment. I've already been through this. I've been suffering from this problem since May of last year. I'm in a shade area, but the rest of Vegas is bright and sunny. It's supposed to get up to 77 today, so I feel sorry for everyone back in Ohio where it's rainy and snowy and cold. But yeah, that's work. Hadn't gotten any shot of the main dock. Probably can't bring my camera up there unless I'm up there by myself. Probably not gonna be able to get a shot of what it actually looks like in the heart of everything. Nothing special to look at though. It's just a couple different stations like I was talking about earlier, and you got all the Mandalay food runners and janitors basically coming back with their carts, and it's your choice if you are gonna take the time to recycle it or throw the cardboard in the cardboard or just trash everything. It's pretty much there is to it. Oh, there's sometimes you get like these yellow containers full of nothing but food, like food that was recently cooked, but they ended up deciding not to use it, and it gets wasted and dumped in these big yellow containers, and then we have to lift them and dump them in these blue metal bins, and then it gets sent off to a farm, so like pigs and stuff, farm animals can eat it. So at least that food's not getting thrown away. But if the food comes back to us in a plastic bag instead of those yellow containers, it goes straight to the trash. Yeah, do not want to work here much longer. There's this, every time I go online, there's so many $15 an hour and $30 an hour jobs posted. I get so tired after working at this job. Some days are easy here, but um, you really gotta dedicate yourself to finding other employment. Right now, I'm more worried about my medication than anything else. So, just gotta take everything one step at a time. I can't just I can't just stop working here though, even though the pay sucks. Because I gotta keep paying for my current apartment, and then at the same time, kind of like how I'm keeping this job, but trying to find another job at the same time. And just like everyone else in the world, gotta keep my current apartment. Thank God it's not a lease, so you can either pay. Heck, I just found out the other day you can pay night to night if you want for on the weekend. It's like $2 more than staying at Sahara, which would be a nicer stay. But that's only for their Monday through Thursday rates. It's $34 a night. Where I'm staying at now, if you want to pay nightly, it's like 36 something. Weekly is 190. Monthly is 650. So obviously, if you don't know where else you want to live, you can pay the 650. You just pay it. The number one issue I have with my apartment though is it has free wireless, but it's advertised as high speed. Like they got signs all outside and on their flashy sign saying high speed internet, and it's like barely faster than dial up. It's not even as fast as DSL. DSL, was considered high speed like back in the late 90s. So gosh, like 20 years ago, or more like 15. So yeah, I barely get, if I'm lucky, I'll get like 1 megabyte a second download speed and then like 0.1 upload speed. And I finally found a community center, the Stupak Community Center, right on the other side of the Stratosphere. Like, the Stratosphere is right next to me. You literally just jog right around, and there's a community center. I was here for a month and didn't even know it was there till I went online. And they have free computer labs, free library, free basketball gym. The weight room is only $18 a month. If you got kids, looks like they have kids programs. Looks like daycare, I guess, or like after school program, like the YMCA. Their internet was the fastest internet I've ever been on. It was, check the time here. It was it was 40 freaking megabytes a second download. So it makes me wonder if that's fiber optic or not, because I know Verizon Fios is, their highest public plan is 50 megabytes a second, and then if you get into like the business fiber optic, the fastest I've seen offered online for business is 5 gigabytes per second, or maybe it was like 15 gigabytes. That's just, obviously wouldn't need that if you're just running one computer. You would need that to serve entire call center or business. But yeah, anyways, 40 megabytes a second I got now for free, and the upload speed is over 5 megabytes. So all I do is take my iPhone and hook it up and in a couple of minutes I can upload a whole bunch of videos to YouTube at once, and in the 720p. Because right now at point in my apartment, like a 10-minute video in HD will take like 8 hours to upload. I just jog down the block, it'll take a couple minutes. But that's it for now. Breaks up. Back to work.